Pumpkin print completed. Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Andrew Can and together we can game. In the last episode of Can Play Kingdom Hearts, we made our way to Halloween Town. In this episode, we have somewhere new to head. Why don't we make our way to this last location? Now, at the time of this recording, I just want to say I am incredibly happy. I am grimacing. I am smiling behind the microphone while you guys are listening in. Sora is finally in Super Smash Brothers. If you haven't seen the release trailer, I will put a card on screen, but I also recommend you just come back after you watch it and just really let me know what you feel on this. I have waited pretty much since 2001 since I played Melee, although I know some people have played the original Super Smash Brothers, but I joined with, Melee, or Melee, depending. Melee, however you want to say it. Anyway, just really excited that Sora is getting the representation in such an amazing franchise. I mean, this is, in all seriousness, a huge crossover franchise. We're just here with the Gummy missions, so we have some new ships, some obstacles we're going to fly around. Obviously, a little bit more of the same. Really excited for the new world we're going for, but wanted to take a moment to acknowledge something like that, something so big, something so monumental in my opinion, especially in terms of gaming. I have a new ship type here. It's definitely something you're going to want to be careful for. Now, another thing, as we were flying through, I was asked in a comment on my Discord, am I going to be changing the Gummy design again? If I feel like it, of course. I want to really just focus on the main gameplay. I know Gummy ship missions are fun for a lot of people. There are achievements with them. But just something I want to talk about. I'm excited for today's episode, however, because it is a little bit different than what we have done. The closest we have to it would be, I'll let you know when we get there. But yes, I am so excited. I have such renewed energy. So I hope you guys are as excited as I am for today's episode and continuation of this series. I also wanted to take a moment to just thank everyone for the kind words. If you are watching this in the future, this will just be something for myself. I play games for us, but also, it was a great remembrance of where I was in life and things like that. So, at the time of this recording, something big. A big ship is catching up to us. Quit gawking. That's a pirate ship. That'd be terrifying to see in space. It's gonna ram us. Hold on tight. I don't know if that really rammed us. Neverland.
I didn't think you'd come, Sora. Good to see you again.
Well, where are Donald and Goofy?
Are they that important to you? More important than old friends? Instead of worrying about them, you should be asking about her.
Kairi!
That's right. While you were off goofing around, I finally found her.
Not so fast! No shenanigans aboard my vessel, boy!
Riku, why are you siding with the Heartless?
The Heartless obey me now, Sora. Now I have nothing to fear.
You're stupid! Sooner or later they'll swallow your heart!
Not a chance. My heart's too strong.
Riku!
I've picked up a few other tricks as well. Like this, for instance. You can go see your friends now. Let's get underway already. And keep Sora away from Kairi until we're ready to land.
That scurvy brat thinks he can order me around.
What shall we do, Captain Hook?
Nothing! The hold is crawling with Heartless. Let them keep an eye on the brats.
But, Captain, you know who is also down...
Shh! Did you hear that, Smee? Oh, that dreadful sound.
No, Captain.
Are you quite sure? Did I imagine it? Oh, my poor nerves.
You don't say.
Yeah, it was definitely Kyrie. I finally found her.
All right. Yep. Then let's go up and talk to her.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Okay, but first, how about getting off?
Oh, sorry.
I've always liked that moment there.
How you doing there? Looking for a way out?
Who are you?
I'm the answer to your prayers. Okay then. Fine. Have it your way.
But you're stuck in here too, aren't you?
Huh. Nope, I'm just waiting for someone.
Who?
Tinkerbell, what took you so long? Great job. So you found Wendy? Hold on. There was another girl there too? Are you crazy? There's no way I'm gonna leave Wendy there.
Aha! She must be pretty jealous.
Come on, Tink. Open up the door. I'm Peter Pan.
I'm Sora.
Okay, we're in this together, but only till we find Wendy.
And thus the introduction to Peter Pan. I think I'm gonna actually replace, last time we replaced Goofy. Why don't we go ahead and replace Donald this time for Peter Pan, just to have someone new in the party. I also wanted to say, as I was mentioning before the ship crashed into the gummy ship, that my girlfriend's cat, the cat I helped co-raise for the last couple of years, has passed, so that was why the break. So thank you all for the love and support in the community tab. It really did mean a lot. Anyway, back to the story at hand. We are now with Peter Pan. This is probably one of my favorite levels. I know not a lot of people like it, but it is one of the things that I just enjoy about this game. I've always loved the Peter Pan franchise. Obviously, there are some problematic parts into it, and I do not excuse those. You have to acknowledge those parts too. What makes a red man red? All the stuff there is incredibly problematic. However, Soras Shadow is something that we can actually take out. There's a tech point, 150. We have some new Heartless. You can hear Peter saying, woohoo, and going in and charging. You can also climb this pole. We are in the pirate ship, similar to Monstro in a couple of ways, and I'll get into more details of what I mean there. Although it does seem to be some Trinities around, so maybe we may not have some too much time with Peter here. Or maybe we'll just come back for him later. We will have to hunt for some Trinities. If I can stop, climbing poles, that would be very useful. Like, all right, sorry, I get it, but we're in a little bit of a mission. Also pay attention that Peter can actually fly here. So cool. I've always wanted to fly with Peter Pan just because as a kid, loved the Disney movie, loved the story. Just a really, really cool story. But as we continue moving forward, he mentioned a girl. If you know the original Peter Pan story, not this way, you will know that Captain Hook historically is usually played by Wendy's father, the girl being Wendy that we were mentioned. There we are. Sometimes I can get lost in the ship. Like the level, love the idea. Definitely something I want to take on so we can get those tech points, just as important. Get some money as well. All this is good in my opinion. We also get a chance to show off some of the new Keyblades we have. As you can see though, Peter Pan has a nice weapon. If we go ahead and take a look at equipment, I believe it's a dagger. So let's say, yeah, it's just a dagger. Peter Pan's weapon, relatively weak, but easy to handle. That's a little rude. You know what? I guess the game's got a little sass. Peter Pan was pretty sassy to us. I'll help you, but only until we find Wendy. That is something I've always found interesting. Of course, our shadow behind us, we can fight it. It's worth doing. You want to make sure you take it out. Those tech points alone, getting that level, it's really worth your time to invest in finding the shadow first and then going from there. Also, if you do replace Donald with Peter, he still uses magic, so as you can see there, that was a really good option for us. So I always recommend trying to find a fit to the party. Each character that you go to a world with will have their own, strengths and weaknesses. I do think that for this world, I enjoy it. I do know I've talked to friends, they hate Peter's little chant before he goes in. I get it, it could get annoying, but for me, I enjoy it. Maybe I'm just a Peter Pan stan. and maybe that's clouding my judgment here. But again, as we go through the story, I want to talk about what Riku was telling Sora. You know, you've forgotten your original friends in hopes of your new friends, and it's actually good that we're kind of getting to go back to that focus, because we have spent a lot of time in these different Disney worlds. We've gone to quite a lot. So getting to see Kairi again, getting to actually see that we're on progress of this story is really exciting, because not saying that Sora did it on purpose, but you know, he had a task. He's the Keyblade bearer. He is to seal the keyholes, and that's what we've kind of focused on. And it's nice that we're kind of getting back to form, all the while getting to explore more Disney worlds, and it's becoming plot relevant. I think this might actually indefinitely spawn, so I actually might come out of here, the little brig. So why don't we climb up, just in case?
So, how come you can fly?
Anyone can fly. You want to try? Aw, haven't you cooled off yet, Tink? Just a little bit of pixie dust. There, now you can fly.
What? So Wendy's not one of the chosen ones?
There are 7, supposedly. And Maleficent says she's not one of them. Hoist anchor as soon as possible. Leave all the dead weight behind, including her.
After the trouble of capturing her? And why those 7? What is Maleficent planning anyway?
Who knows? As long as it means getting Kairi's heart back, I couldn't care less.
You're wasting your time. The Heartless have devoured that girl's heart. I'll stake me other hand it's lost forever.
I will find it, no matter what.
Captain?
What?
The prisoners have escaped. What's more, Peter Pan is with them.
Blast that Peter Pan. All right then. Bring the hostage to me cabin, Smee. Hop to it.
What is it, Tink?
Peter? Peter Pan?
Wendy!
Please, hurry! The pirates are coming!
What? I'll be right up there. Just hold on.
Wendy,
Yes?
is there another girl in there with you?
Oh, why, yes. But she seems to be asleep. She hasn't budged an inch.
Kairi? Kairi!
Wendy! Hey, let's get up there.
All right, a couple more story beats. We learned that they have found all the stuff for Maleficent with that conversation between Riku and Captain Hook. We also learned that Wendy is not one of those princesses. So they have them all. We also got a cute little cutscene of Tinkerbell and Donald. I do like Tinkerbell as a character. I'm curious your thoughts though if all the Peter Pan characters obtained Meteor G. We also see that Kairi has been taken with Wendy. They said leave the dead weight, so that was what that was hinting at. We have that. You can go back down there, but the actual way out is going up. So, 2 ways we can do this.
Are you in there?
Little cutscene of Peter trying to get her back. Also like how there's the attention to details of where the weapons would be stored. Can't seem to go this way. So, here's the save point if you need it. Also gives you an opportunity to switch your party. Plus, there is a trinity. So you know what? We talked about switching our party. Let's do this quickly so we can get that trinity. And I always do enjoy the different levels, the different ways that we could get things. Of course, this is required for what I believe we need to do now. So, this is how you actually are required to make story progress. So, If you don't want to keep Peter, you don't have to. Although, enjoying having Peter with us, I think it fits the world especially. So this is an option. Another thing you'll notice is we go back down here. There are now Heartless in this room, the room we were in before, and of course, our Shadow. So, whatever you want to do, really focus the Shadow. That's what I said. That's what I recommend. Tech points are there. 150, worth it. So this is also, you know, if you're playing on a hard difficulty, I recommend being very careful here, but that isn't a bad option. So you can see this room before. You can go back through here just by doing that. So if you need to replace your MP, that's another way you can get into this room. We showed the other option by going to the hallway. So why don't we go up until Captain Hook's cabin.
Riku, wait!
All right, so we have Soras Shadow. Oh boy, this is definitely obviously inspired, if you know the classic tale of Peter Pan, by Peter's Shadow. I think it's a cool interaction. I definitely recommend having your shield as you can, so we'll go ahead and put that on myself. I do like that Peter Pan helped heal me there. We want to focus our strikes here. There are some attacks you can try as it will go under. You can attack from afar, but I recommend not. As you can see, as being your Shadow, he's going to be very tricky, but there's a lot of different things we can try in a strategy. You can use other different kinds of magic. So maybe while we are trying, we can use gravity to try to get them back under. Oh, what? What? What happened? This is weird. What? I've never... Excuse me? And we are here to try to fight Soras Shadow again. Weird instance what happened before. No idea, but you know, with Peter here, you can see this fight is quite easy. He just kind of goes all in. Definitely something I recommend. Now, I probably should have told you guys to have items before, but hopefully you guys were equipped. If not, I'll make sure in edit that it is there. Okay. Now, we were about here before it just went crazy black and couldn't see anything. Now, Soras Shadow is kind of difficult, but as I was trying to say, I love the attention to detail. I love that it's derived from Peter Pan. If you know the story, you get that benefit there too. So there's just layers here on how this is clever, how they're using the Heartless, how they're combining all these different things. Let's keep attacking if I can. Yes, here we are. Now, I can tell you this. I know some people struggle with this fight. I'm not going to pretend like it isn't something I've heard, thankfully. I think the main thing to keep in mind here is that Peter's going to be your real ally, and it's going to come from with under you, so it's always going to have a sneak attack of sorts. You can use your tech points, and you can do some really cool stuff to get some advantages, as you can see there. Oh boy. Let's go ahead and defend. Items. One more time. Mega Potion. Let's not wait. There we are. That could have been bad, but we were able to get a level up, able to defeat our Shadow. Obtained Raven's Claw. And we are free to go around Captain Hook's cabin. We go over here. Dalmatian puppies 88, 89, and 90 returned home. Very useful. Of course, we can go back the way we came if we examine. But you also get a moment to see the map, the attention to detail, the piano. So there's different stuff here. There's a new trapdoor, new things we can see. So if we want, we can go down here. We can save again, or we can go back up. Now, I think after you defeat Captain Hook, there might be Heartless here now. Yes, that's what I wanted to check. But there is that other trapdoor. So this is a great opportunity. A really fun fight. I don't know what happened, but luckily I was able to come back. It didn't take too long. So hopefully you guys don't have that interesting glitch, bug. I guess it was a bug. I am playing this on the Epic Store version. If you're watching this in the future wondering what. So I think I've mentioned that a few times, but hopefully that doesn't happen to you. Just a weird little instance there. Gives us an opportunity to get some items, some money. I think this will take us to the next place.
Wendy! Come on, Tink! Not now! Well, this is as far as I can go. I gotta help Wendy.
And like that, our party is back down to 3. Of course, as I mentioned, Peter Pan was only there to help us, so that's another reason I recommended having Peter in our party there. Let's go ahead and get this chest. Protera chain. Why don't we take a look at some of our equipment? We did get a couple of new ones. So, guard earrings, Protera chains are useful, but will Raven's Claw change anything there? Maybe Raven's Claw is better than that. Again, sometimes it's not worth losing some of your ability. Ray of Light, so Raven's Claw seems maybe better than that. AP loss isn't worth it for Donald, but maybe for Goofy there's something we can replace it with. HP goes down, but strength and defense go up. Might be worth it for Goofy. And then of course we can look and see if replacing any of the other stuff is better. Of course, always looking for the best items we have available to give to the party. I believe we are all equipped. And in the next episode, we're going to go and find Kairi and hopefully talk some sense into Riku. Let me know, what do you think about that shadow fight? What do you think about this world in general? I'm curious what you have to say. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for your time. I'm Andrew Can. Together we can game, and I hope you have a great day.